All right, let's get right into it. We're about to unpack the actual science that proves consistency, not that lightning in a bottle feeling of motivation, is the real key to hitting those huge long-term goals. So, yeah, forget everything you've ever heard about waiting for inspiration to strike. And let's start with a truth that, might sting a little. Motivation is a liar. Seriously. It's your best friend when things are easy and exciting, but the second things get tough or boring, poof, it's gone. It is just not a reliable partner for any journey that actually matters. And this is where it gets really clear, right? Just look at the comparison. On one side, you have motivation. It's all about emotion, it's totally unstable, and it's temporary. It's a feeling. But consistency, that's a system, it's deliberate, it's built to last. You see the problem here? Relying on an emotion is a terrible strategy. Building a system, that's how you win. Okay, so let's really pull back the curtain on this whole motivation myth. In this first part, we're going to dig into the science of why that rush of inspiration is so incredibly flaky and why you just can't build your future on it. So, what's actually happening in your brain? Well, motivation isn't some magical force. It's way simpler. It's just a chemical reaction. It's a little hit of dopamine that comes from thinking about a future reward. Your brain gets all excited about what could happen, but that has absolutely nothing to do with a real commitment to the work it takes to get there. And here's the big problem. That dopamine rush is super fragile. The second a task gets genuinely hard, your brain just shuts off the dopamine tap. When you're not seeing results fast enough, the dopamine dries up. Heck, even just a bad mood can wipe it out completely. It's basically designed to fail the moment it meets reality. And this, right here, is the perfect way to think about it. Motivation is literally like the weather inside your brain. It's just a chemical storm that you have no control over. I mean, you wouldn't plan a huge road trip based on a single sunny day, right? So why on earth would you base your life's goals on a fleeting chemical feeling? Okay, so we've laid out the problem. But now, let's get to the good stuff, the solution. We're going to shift gears from the myth of motivation to the incredible power of consistency, which actually uses a process called neuroplasticity to physically, literally, change your brain for the better. The science behind all of this is a principle called Hebbian learning, and honestly, it's the foundation for everything we're talking about. The idea is so simple but so profound. Neurons that fire together wire together. Every single time you perform an action, you are strengthening a specific connection in your brain. So, what does this look like in real life? Well, first, you just repeat a behavior, whether you feel like it or not. Every time you do, specific neurons fire together. As you keep at it, that pathway gets stronger and faster. It's like you're taking a little dirt path in your brain and slowly paving it into a superhighway. And eventually, that action becomes totally automatic. And here is the absolute game changer. Consistency literally converts effort into automaticity. Let me say that again. The very things that used to take so much willpower to do eventually become things your brain just does on autopilot. You are actually making hard things easy just by repeating them. But wait, it gets even better. This isn't just about building automatic habits. Consistent actions actually start to build a whole new identity for you. You stop just doing things and you start becoming someone new. Think about it like this. Every consistent action is like casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. When you study for just 20 minutes every day, your brain doesn't just log the action, it starts to get the message. Oh, I guess I'm a disciplined student. Write one paragraph a day. You're no longer just someone who writes. You are a writer. This analogy just nails it, doesn't it? Motivation is a spark. Sure, it's bright and it's hot, but it burns out in a flash. Your identity, though, that's the engine. That's the sustainable long-term power that keeps you moving forward day in and day out, no matter what the weather is like in your brain. So I'm going to ask you something that sounds completely backwards. Why is it that the bad days, the days you have zero motivation and all you want to do is quit, why do those days actually matter the most? Because, and this is so important, showing up when it's hard is where the real transformation happens. The science actually shows that when you push through and act, despite having no motivation, you strengthen those neural pathways more than on any easy day. You're teaching your brain that your commitment is stronger than your feelings. That's how real mental toughness is built. Okay, so let's make this really tangible. The power of consistency isn't always glamorous, but you know what it is? It's mathematical. It's about the simple, unstoppable force of the compound effect. Just think about this for a second. Writing one single page a day. I mean, that sounds like nothing, right? It feels so small. But that tiny little effort, when it's compounded over a year, turns into a 365-page book. That is the magic of just showing up. Let's try another one. Just 10 push-ups a day. You could do that in less than a minute. But over a year, that tiny, consistent action stacks up to 3,650 push-ups. See? It's all about small inputs leading to massive outputs. And one last one, just to really hammer this home. 20 minutes of studying a day becomes 121 hours in a year. Greatness is not built in a few big, heroic, motivated moments. It's built in thousands of tiny, consistent, and, yeah, often boring repetitions. All right, we've gone through all the why. Now it's time for the how. This is your game plan, your actionable blueprint for building unstoppable consistency in your life. And you can start, right now. First, reduce friction. Make it ridiculously easy to start. Second, build systems and routines that could not care less how you feel. Third, track your small wins. Give your brain that little hit of progress it loves. Fourth, aim for consistent, not perfect. Doing something small every day is infinitely better than doing something huge once a month. And finally, the golden rule, show up, especially when you don't want to. So here's the bottom line. Stop wasting your energy chasing a fleeting feeling. It's like trying to catch smoke. It's a losing game. Instead, put all that energy into building the system of consistency. One is a hope, the other is a strategy. And that really brings us to the final and most important question of all. This isn't just about learning something new, it's about applying it. So looking at your own life and your own goals, what is the one small, consistent action you are going to commit to starting today? Look, anyone can feel motivated for a day, but the people who actually win, the ones who change their lives, are the ones who show up every single day. If this hit home for you, do yourself a favor and subscribe right now. We create explainers just like this that bust the myths, decode your brain, and help you rewrite your life, one consistent day at a time.